President Trump, meantime, is insisting the massive fraud took place in last month's election. But as of yet, his legal team has not managed to convince a judge that it happened or that it requires overturning any state's votes. We haven't seen that in court. A Senate hearing today brought some of the claims before lawmakers. But there was also testimony from a man the president fired for disagreeing. Correspondent Kristin Fisher reports tonight from the North Lawn of the White House, a snowy White House tonight. Good evening, Kristin.
Good evening, Brett. Today, President Trump held his first cabinet meeting since May. He also spent quite a bit of time watching that Senate committee hearing on election irregularities and praising the committee's chairman, Ron Johnson.
There was fraud in this election. I don't have any doubt about that. There was fraud. We just don't know the extent.
Republican Chairman Ron Johnson defending his decision to hold today's hearing on examining irregularities in the 2020 election.
The question that follows is whether the level of fraud would alter the outcome of the election.
The top Democrat on the committee called the hearing dangerous. Senator Gary Peters accused Republicans of giving oxygen to claims that have been repeatedly tossed out in court, noting the 50 lawsuits that the president and his allies have lost since November 3rd.
Whether intended or not, this hearing gives a platform to conspiracy theories and lies. And it's a destructive exercise that has no place in the United States Senate.
So help you God.
I do.
On the witness stand, the Trump administration's former top election security official, Christopher Krebs, who said today that he stands by the statement that got him fired by the president, calling the 2020 election the most secure in history.
I think we're past the point where we need to be having conversations about the outcome of this election. The trick about elections is that, you're not so much trying to convince the winner they won, it's the loser that they lost.
If he had not been fired, Krebs would have been at the center of the government's ongoing response to the suspected Russian cyber attack on at least 5 U.S. agencies. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency issued an emergency directive on Sunday, ordering all federal civilian agencies to disconnect or power down SolarWinds Orion products immediately. That is the network management software that is believed to have been compromised by hackers close to the Kremlin. The breach is bad enough that National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien cut short a trip to Europe to lead a meeting of the National Security Council this morning.
We are taking a hard look on this and obviously take any sort of cyber hacks very seriously.
And the full scope of this highly sophisticated attack could take years to assess. The State Department, the Department of Homeland Security, and parts of the Pentagon have all been compromised. Brett?
Kristin Fisher live on the North Lawn. Kristin